Awesome. So real quick, just to go through a couple elements, and there's a few slides on this, but I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. One, just to make sure that time is allowed for questions, but also it's really just to make sure everyone understands and can see a little bit of the approach that we take when it comes to contract negotiations. So one, we are your coach, we're your guide. We don't take over a negotiation with a carrier, mainly because we're not allowed to. We help you just understand the data. So the way that we do this is through data science. We are the only company, excuse me, within this parcel audit space that uses a team of data scientists. And the reason we do that is because of the amount of data that we utilize or that we have on hand. Again, we've been in business for about 13 years. We work with 5,000 customers, and we manage $7 billion in small parcel data. So as we ingest your invoices, as we get those refunds, as we populate that platform to allow you to understand ebbs and flows throughout your network, we are also going to be benchmarking your rates against $7 billion worth of spend. On the next slide, it'll give you a little bit of representation of just what this looks like. So again, I'm not going into super detail on any of these next slides, but I'll give you the premise and kind of the thought track that we employ here at Veriship. The green dots, that's our data lake. That's $7 billion worth of carrier data. The red dots are you, the customer. What does your profile look like in comparison to what our data shows? And really where this becomes key for our customers is, are there other shippers like you that are already getting a better deal, that are already getting better rates? Within the contract with FedEx and UPS, there are 600 negotiable components that our customers have the ability to negotiate. So again, this is step one. This is us overlaying your data comparable to what our customers are currently getting. As we go to this next slide, it'll become a little bit clearer, and it's a little bit tough to read, but let's imagine going left to right, A, B, and C, those are one of the 600 negotiable components. Going top to bottom, those are percentage of discounts. So for example, if a customer of ours were looking at column D and the carrier was making an aggressive discount adjustment, this would not impact them very much, because that dot, the size of the dot is how well the discount is, or excuse me, the size of the dot is the size of their volume within that particular lane. So within column D, they're average to middle of the road within the volume that they use in that lane. But their discount comparable to our data lake is middle of the pack. It's doing okay. It's not best in class, but it's okay. So if they were to focus on that area, they would be missing out on column A. Column A, let's say for instance, is your ground service type. So that's the majority for this shipper. The size of the dot is larger, so that's a larger set of their volume. However, you'll notice it's farther down the green bar. So that to us is showing that let's go back to the carrier. In column D, we will give up a little bit of the discount. We're okay, instead of 50% like we had last year, we're going to go back to them and offer, hey, instead of 50, we want to get this at 45%. But in a negotiation, there's give and take. So in return, we're going to request from the carrier that column A, instead of 30% from last year on a discount, we want that to go up to 45 or 35, 40%. So we help customers understand within those 600 components, which component matters most, which component needs to be focused on to make the highest financial impact. And we'll move through here onto the next kind of element. And I think I see a question. I'm not too sure. Is there anything on your side, Evan, or are we okay?
Yes, there is one question, actually a couple questions. Actually, the first one here is,